What's up, guys? This is Willy. Welcome back to Three Pedal Devils. We also got Matt back there. Today we're doing a vlog for a adventure riding prep. What?
TWAT prep. TWAT prep. We're getting ready for the TWAT. We made a video like this 2 years ago. We said we were going to make a video about the TWAT. We did make it, and then we never posted it. So this time we're going to do it, hopefully.
We did what? A prep video? Yeah, you're right. I still have that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the actual TWAT. We never posted that either, so stay tuned if you want to see us not post stuff.
Like and subscribe.
Just kidding. Today we're getting ready for the TWAT. We're going again. It's our second attempt. We're leaving in 2 days. We have a lot of work left to do, so we're going to try to fill you guys in as we work today. Matt, show us what you're doing. Let's get into it.
Oh, right now the number one thing is I'm putting on a bigger tank. I have this. It looks really ugly and I don't like using it, but for these longer rides where we're going to try and do 200 plus miles a day, it makes sense to not have to stop for gas as much. So I'm putting this on right now. After that, I'm going to put all the bags that I use on the bike and then start loading them up with gear. And then after that, I'm going to pack a toolbox, do an oil change, and get the Tacoma ready for our support vehicle. And then we'll see.
Nice. Get to it. There are going to be 3 of us riding it this year. Beau is not here. He's at home working on his bike because he's been riding the XS this week. I was going to say all week, but it's only Tuesday to trial it out and make sure it's good to go before the trip. And it broke down on him this morning, so he's at home scrambling to fix that. I think he'll be able to fix it. I'm not sure, but backup plan is that he's going to ride the old TaoTao here while I ride my DR-Z. So if you're curious about the XS and if it's going to make it, stay tuned. Come back and check out the next TWAT videos because we're going to do kind of daily vlogs on that, one on the way there, and then probably 3 vlogs as our trip progresses. But I'm going to put the camera down and get going on my bike because it currently doesn't have a chain on it, and the rear axle is not tight at all because I just replaced front and rear wheel bearings and my rear sprocket because I had already done the front sprocket a while back. So I'm going to set the camera down and do that so I can start packing up later. We'll catch you in a few minutes. How's the fuel tank swap going?
It's alright. Just got the petcock on.
You had to swap petcocks?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't have a spare one.
Figured you did.
No.
Figured one came with the tank, one was with the old tank.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm about to throw it back on. Got the side bags on already. So hopefully not too much longer.
Sweet. I got my chain back on and I got it cleaned and waxed up and tensioned, and I got the sprocket bolts, did a double check on the torque on those. I torqued my axle nut to 74 foot-pounds, I believe it is, 100 newton meters. Put a new cotter pin on there. Should be all good to go. And then I went ahead and double checked my torque on the front because I had this wheel off maybe a week or 2 ago. Wanted to make sure I remembered to torque those, and they were good to go. So now I'm going to drop the bike down. Actually, no, I got to put this cover back on first. Got to put this guy back on there. Then I'm going to drop it down and probably go test ride it with the new wheel bearings and with the chain back on there and the new sprocket. See how it feels, and then come back and get going on stocking up my bags. Actually, no, I got to put that back on. Well, I took her for a spin, and she's absolutely crispy, nice and smooth, so that's good. Gonna throw my skid plate on here in a sec. Making good progress. How you doing over here, Tithu?
I made my bike look hideous.
You did.
I hate this tank so much. It's so ugly.
It's pretty ugly.
I don't need to hear it from you too.
Ah, God, it's so ugly.
It's really bad. I hate it. I'm gonna swap it back to the smaller one. I hate it so much.
Yeah. How do you think Beau's doing right now?
I think he's a little bit buzzed, maybe even slightly drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully he's figured out what the issue is. we're thinking something with ignition. What happened is he rode it home and it had rained out and he didn't have a headlight or a bucket cover yet, so all of his wiring was exposed. And he said he went to go start it this morning and it was running really weird. So I'm not the electrical guy on the channel.
If he does have to take the TaoTao, she's pretty much ready to go because my brother just rode it and I did a little bit of maintenance on it before he did. But the only thing we got to fix is this rack is really loose because I have hex head bolts in there and it's countersunk in the board, so I need flathead screws. But that's pretty much it. Other than that, she's ready to go. Actually, I think when Ryan dumped it, the screws fell out of the bar that holds this fender on, so we might have to replace that, but TaoTao should be ready to rip. I can't find my skid plate bolts, but Beau brought my skid plate to work to weld it, and I think I might have laid them in the skid plate, so I'm just going to call him real quick and save myself some time in case he put them somewhere, and see if he knows where, and also check how he's doing on his bike.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Do you happen to remember if my bolts for my skid plate were sitting in it when you grabbed it to weld it? They weren't in there?
No.
How's your bike going?
I'm okay so far, I guess. I'm just checking everything. I don't know. I had the starter button wasn't working again, so I had to pull it off, and I'm cleaning up the handlebar where it was grounded. Remember when we had that issue?
Yeah, because there was too much paint and shit on the bars.
Yeah, so I'm cleaning that off again. I put some dielectric grease on there and see if that works. It's no big deal. I mean, honestly, dude, like, I'm going to try and with it tonight, and if I can't figure it out, like, I'll go to the shop tomorrow and I'll do whatever I got to do to get the TaoTao ready, and I'll just ride that if you're cool with that.
Sounds good. Yeah, there's not much to do on the TaoTao, so we should be good. All right, it's been a while since the last update. Matt got his bags and his rack on and his tank bag. He had a little mix-up with the tank bag. He'll tell you about it real quick here.
Oh yeah, the tank bag I bought typically attaches by magnets, and I had a steel tank, but the plastic tank that I'm using that's a lot larger in size, obviously magnets won't work, but got some straps on there and tightened her down. It's not pretty, but it'll work.
She'll do the job.
Yeah. It's fine. When it's got some weight in it, it won't move around. Plus,
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
my thighs hug it, so it holds it in place pretty good.
Cool. Now what are you doing?
Got to do an oil change on the Tacoma, and then that's pretty much it for tonight. The rest of my stuff is back at the house, so.
Nice. Yeah, I finally got my skid plate back on after looking for the screws for about an hour. Turns out I put 2 of them back in the frame, and the other 2 I must have left sitting on the floor. And people were working in here during the weekend and probably kicked them because they were all over the place. And they're also kind of cross-threaded into the frame from the last person, so they didn't go in very well. And this one is incredibly hard to get at because the wrench hits the exhaust and the fender, and yeah, can't get a ratchet on it, so that sucked. But I got it on, and now I'm gonna start filling my bags. I gotta put all that shit, some of that shit, and all that shit in there.
Really?
Yeah.
What about your big 40-gallon?
Yeah, I gotta put that on there too.
Oh, okay.
That was, oh yeah, there's more stuff out there. Yeah, that tarp and my bag, I also gotta get that on. But we're running out of time. It's almost 9 o'clock, and we live half an hour away from here, and we have to work in the morning, so I'm gonna set the camera down and keep grinding. Hit us with it. Hit us with that! Oh my god!
Finished the oil change on the Tacoma. Got most of my bags all strapped down. Nothing's loaded in them right now because, again, a lot of my stuff is at the house. So my tail bag is still at the house, and I need that in order to strap everything down. So I'm gonna go home, pack clothes, bring it here, finish everything up tomorrow. Still have this ugly ass tank on. I hate it. It's gross.
It's efficient though.
That is efficient.
Yo, did you go to Automotion 2016?
No. Oh, I didn't hook up my fuel line. I forgot. I have to do that.
You should do that.
I have to make a new fuel line.
Bluetooth fuel line. We got this guy here. Tell us the news about Beau and you.
Well, Nothing for sure yet. I might be switching off on the TaoTao with Beau. Do they know about Beau's situation?
We were on the phone with him earlier, and he wasn't sure what the issue was yet, but he was making progress. And now they don't know what the issue was. But Beau does.
Starter solenoid. That's what he says. We don't know. That's just what he told us.
So XS is down and out.
I don't know how much riding I'll do. I'll probably let Beau ride majority of the time, unless he doesn't want to ride, because, like, I mean, he was prepped. I definitely wasn't. Like, my bike was never ready from the start, so his was, and he just had an unfortunate failure, so I'll let him do as much riding as he wants, and if he, is like, hey, you want to tap in, I'll tap in, so. Yeah, I've got no problem riding support vehicle. It was fun last year in the van. Obviously, I'd rather been riding, but, like, it's still a good time, so.
Hell yeah. See how the taco does.
Yes.
Hopefully this beast works out. But, oh yeah, when Max got here, he got that rack off I was talking about with those stupid bolts that were stuck in there. So I need to grab some flathead screws that actually are countersunk on the bottom and throw that on tomorrow so Beau can strap his bag on. But in the meantime, I put this new Suzuki bag on that I spent way too much money on when I was actually just going to buy sprocket bolts, and then I got suckered into buying it. Got wrecked, but this bag's actually pretty sick. Came with 6 straps that were super easy to hook up, so liking that. Probably put a couple spare GoPro batteries in there, my wallet, and I don't know, maybe a couple other things. Should be pretty nice having it nice and handy right there. That's going to be the end of this prep video.
Look at these gloves. They're dope.
Those are Tit's new gloves.
Yeah.
They are dope. We got to go home and go to bed because it's 10:15, and nope, you're not Guy, you're Matt. And I always wake up late for work, so we got to leave.
Hey, Guy.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you can see the daily videos of us on the TWAT.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of dumps, I guarantee it. Not
Yeah.
from me, though.
Unless you're Beau's coworker, I'm not going to say your name, but you were interested in the TWAT videos last year and I never posted them. Sorry. We're going to make a bunch of cool ones this time and then also not post them so that you can't see them. All right. Catch you in 2 days on the TWAT.